The most powerful way to rise above your circumstances is to rebuild yourself from within. The greatest project you'll ever work on is the one that builds you. When you choose to rebuild yourself, you choose growth for yourself, and growth is the only way forward. Rebuilding isn't about fixing who you were. It's about creating who you want to become. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like you're stuck in a place you don't want to be? Maybe you've tried to change before, but nothing seems to work. It's frustrating, right? Rebuilding yourself isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. The truth is that change doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, effort, and the right mindset. But imagine what your life could look like if you truly rebuilt yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. In this video, I'm going to share 10 powerful steps to help you rebuild your life and become the person you've always wanted to be. These aren't just steps to follow. They're strategies that will change the way you think, act, and see yourself. If you're ready to make a real shift, if you're ready to take charge and build a stronger, better version of yourself, keep watching. This is your chance to take control and begin creating the life you truly deserve. Stay tuned, because you're about to learn how to take control of your future and start rebuilding the person you're meant to be. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, make your goals specific and actionable. You can't rebuild a better version of yourself if you don't know what that version looks like. Imagine walking into a building site without a blueprint. It's chaos, right? The same applies to your life. If you don't have a clear picture of where you're headed, you'll waste time, energy, and potential. So today, let's talk about how to make your goals specific and actionable. When we talk about rebuilding yourself, the first step is clarity. And clarity starts with setting goals. But not just any goals, specific and actionable ones. You can't rebuild a better version of yourself if you don't know what that version looks like. Imagine walking into a building site without a blueprint. There would be tools scattered everywhere, materials piled up without order, and no structure in sight. It's chaos, right? The same applies to your life. If you don't have a clear picture of where you're headed, you'll waste time, energy, and potential. So today we're diving into how you can create goals that are not only specific, but also actionable. Let's start at the core. What do you truly want? This question can feel overwhelming because it forces you to dig deep. And here's the thing. What you want should come from you, not from your family, not from society, not from the expectations of people around you. You need to focus on your desires, your ambitions, and your dreams. Too many people live their lives chasing what others expect them to achieve, and as a result, they end up unfulfilled. Don't let that happen to you. Take time to sit down with a pen and paper. Yes, physically write it down and ask yourself, what do I want in my life? Be honest with yourself. Once you know what you want, you need to make it specific. If your dream is financial freedom, don't just say, I want to be rich. That's vague and directionless. Instead, write something like, I want to earn $100,000 a year by starting an online business by the end of 2025. That's clarity. That's direction. You've turned a broad idea into a concrete goal. And when you have something concrete to aim for, your mind can focus. Your energy isn't scattered, and your actions have purpose. But here's the thing about big goals. They can feel intimidating. It's easy to look at the mountain in front of you and feel overwhelmed. That's why you need to make your goals actionable. Break that big goal into smaller, manageable steps. If you want to start an online business, your first step might be researching the market. Once that's done, your next step could be identifying a product or service you want to offer. After that, you might start building a website or creating a marketing plan. Focus on one step at a time. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. And let's talk about confidence. Confidence doesn't come from wishing things were better. It doesn't appear out of thin air. Confidence is built through action. Every small step you take toward your goal strengthens your belief in yourself. And let me tell you, without belief in yourself, nothing else matters. No strategy, no advice, no tool will work if you don't believe you can do it. Belief is the foundation of all progress. It's what keeps you moving forward when things get tough. And trust me, there will be tough days. Now, there's another critical piece to this process. Deadlines. A goal without a deadline is just a dream. Deadlines give your goals a sense of urgency. They force you to act instead of procrastinating. If your goal is to get in shape, don't just say, I want to lose weight. Say, I want to lose 15 pounds in 3 months by working out 4 times a week and eating healthier. See the difference? A deadline transforms your goal from an idea into a commitment. And when you commit, you're more likely to follow through. Here's an important point. Once you set a goal, you need to track your progress. You can't improve what you don't measure. If your goal is financial, write down your earnings every week. If your goal is fitness, track your weight or the number of push-ups you can do. Tracking gives you a clear picture of where you stand. It also keeps you motivated. When you see those numbers moving in the right direction, it's a reminder that your efforts are paying off. And if the numbers aren't moving, tracking helps you identify what's not working so you can adjust your approach. Now let's address something people often overlook. Accountability. Goals are easy to ignore when you're the only one who knows about them. Share your goals with someone you trust. It could be a mentor, a close friend, or even a coach. When someone else is cheering you on, or better yet, checking in on your progress, you'll feel an extra push to stay on track. Accountability isn't just about having someone to report to. It's about having someone in your corner who believes in you. That kind of support can make all the difference. And speaking of support, you need to surround yourself with the right people. Rebuilding yourself isn't a solo journey. You need to be around people who lift you up, not those who drag you down. Take a hard look at the people in your life. Are they encouraging you? Are they inspiring you to be better? If the answer is no, it's time to make some changes. The people you spend time with have a massive impact on your mindset and motivation. Here's another crucial step. Revisit your goals regularly. Life changes and so do priorities. What felt important 6 months ago might not feel as urgent today. That's okay. Adjusting your goals doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're evolving. Reassess your goals every few months. Are they still aligned with where you want to go? If they are, double down. If not, don't be afraid to pivot. Flexibility is a strength, not a weakness. The key is to stay committed to the process of growth, even if the destination changes. Now let me leave you with a challenge. Today, sit down and write one specific and actionable goal. Just one. Break it into steps. Set a deadline. Find someone to hold you accountable. And most importantly, take the first step before the day ends. Because here's the truth. Rebuilding yourself doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey, and it starts with a single decision to act. Number 2, build a strong daily routine. To rebuild yourself, you need a strong foundation, and that foundation is built on your daily routine. The way you spend your days shapes the person you become. If you wake up aimlessly, drift through the day without focus, and end it without a sense of accomplishment, you're not moving forward. You're standing still. To create a better version of yourself, your daily routine must be intentional, productive, and aligned with your goals. Let's begin with mornings. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Wake up at a consistent time every day, even on weekends. This creates discipline and gets your body and mind into a rhythm. Avoid reaching for your phone first thing in the morning. Instead, spend the first 30 minutes on activities that energize and focus you. This could be journaling your thoughts, meditating for clarity, or exercising to wake up your body. Even drinking a glass of water can be a small but powerful action that signals you're ready to take on the day. The key is to make these activities non-negotiable. They're not optional. They're part of who you are. Next, let's talk about priorities. A strong routine is not just about being busy. It's about being effective. Before your day begins, write down must accomplish that day. These should be tasks that bring you closer to your goals. They don't need to be massive undertakings, but they do need to matter. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, one of your tasks could be preparing healthy meals for the day. If your goal is financial, it could be spending 30 minutes learning about investments or saving strategies. The point is to focus on what moves the needle, not on what keeps you distracted. Now let's address time management. A strong routine doesn't just happen, it's planned. Break your day into blocks of time dedicated to specific tasks. For instance, set aside an hour in the morning for deep work, tasks that require focus and creativity. Use the afternoon for less demanding activities like emails or errands. Schedule breaks too. Your mind needs rest to stay sharp. A 10-minute break every hour can keep you energized and productive. And here's a tip. Protect your peak hours. If you're most alert in the morning, use that time for your most important work. Don't waste it on social media or trivial tasks. Another crucial part of your routine is movement. Physical activity isn't just for your body, it's for your mind. Whether it's a 15-minute walk, a quick workout, or a full gym session, make time to move every day. Movement boosts your energy, clears your mind, and keeps you feeling strong. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Just find something you enjoy and commit to it. The consistency of moving your body daily builds discipline. and discipline is essential for self-rebuilding. Now let's talk about evenings. How you end your day is just as important as how you start it. Use the last hour before bed to reflect and prepare. Write down what you accomplished, what went well, and what you could improve. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about learning and growing. Plan your tasks for the next day so you can wake up with a clear direction. Avoid screens an hour before bed to help your mind wind down. Instead, read something inspiring, listen to calming music, or spend time with loved ones. The goal is to end the day with peace and gratitude. Another aspect of a strong routine is consistency. You won't see results from doing something once. Real growth comes from showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And let me be clear, there will be days when you're tired, unmotivated, or tempted to skip your routine. Those are the days that matter most. Pushing through when it's hard strengthens your discipline and proves to yourself that you can keep going no matter what. Your routine should also include time for yourself. Life isn't just about work and responsibilities. Make room for activities that bring you joy and recharge your spirit. This could be a hobby, spending time in nature, or simply relaxing with a good book. When you take care of your mental and emotional well-being, you're better equipped to handle challenges and stay focused on your goals. One thing people often overlook is environment. Your surroundings play a huge role in your routine. If your space is cluttered, your mind will be too. Create an environment that supports your routine. Keep your workspace organized. Stock your kitchen with healthy food. Surround yourself with tools and reminders that keep you on track. When your environment is in order, it's easier to stay disciplined. Number 3, be patient and persistent. Rebuilding yourself requires a mindset rooted in patience and persistence. The truth is, significant transformation doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistent effort, dedication, and the ability to stay the course, even when results seem distant. Without patience, you'll quit too early. Without persistence, you'll never break through challenges. Together, these traits form the backbone of true personal growth. Let's begin with patience. We live in a fast-paced world that celebrates instant results, but meaningful change doesn't work that way. Rebuilding yourself is like planting a tree. You plant the seed, water it daily, and trust the process, even when you don't see growth immediately. You must accept that progress happens in stages. Some days, it will feel like nothing is changing. Other days, you'll notice small improvements. Understand that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Recognize that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. Patience also involves letting go of unrealistic expectations. If you expect perfection or quick results, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Real growth comes from understanding that setbacks and delays are normal. Instead of getting frustrated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. Embrace the process and trust that the effort you're putting in will pay off, even if the rewards aren't immediate. Now let's talk about persistence. This is the ability to keep going, no matter how tough it gets. There will be days when motivation is low, when the work feels endless, and when doubts creep in. This is where persistence becomes crucial. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, pushing forward when you're tired, and refusing to quit when things get hard. Persistence separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. The ability to stay committed day after day is what drives real transformation. To cultivate persistence, start by focusing on your why. Why are you rebuilding yourself? What drives you? Whether it's providing a better life for your family, achieving personal fulfillment, or proving to yourself that you can overcome challenges, your why must be powerful enough to keep you going. Write it down. Remind yourself of it daily. When the journey feels tough, reconnecting with your purpose will reignite your determination. Another key to persistence is breaking tasks into manageable steps. When the path ahead seems overwhelming, focus on the next step, not the entire journey. If your goal is to improve your fitness, don't think about running a marathon. Start with a 10-minute walk. If your goal is to build a business, don't get lost in the big picture. Focus on the next email, the next idea, or the next call. Every small action builds momentum, and momentum fuels persistence. It's also important to celebrate progress. Persistence becomes easier when you acknowledge your wins, no matter how small. Did you stick to your routine today? That's a win. Did you complete one task that brings you closer to your goal? That's another win. Recognizing these moments reinforces the belief that your effort is paying off. It motivates you to keep pushing forward. Let's address setbacks, because they're inevitable. You will face challenges, failures, and moments of doubt. This is where patience and persistence intersect. When setbacks happen, don't see them as a sign to quit. Instead, view them as a chance to learn and adapt. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and try again. Remember, every failure brings you closer to success if you're willing to learn from it. Persistence isn't about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure stop you. Another critical aspect of persistence is developing mental toughness. This means staying focused and committed even when emotions try to pull you off track. When you feel frustrated or discouraged, remind yourself that those feelings are temporary. They don't define your journey. Practice staying calm and composed in the face of challenges. Mental toughness is a skill, and like any skill, it gets stronger the more you use it. Patience also requires gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's still missing, but take time to appreciate how far you've already come. Gratitude shifts your mindset from frustration to motivation. It reminds you that progress is happening, even if it's slower than you'd like. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Gratitude keeps you grounded and focused on the positive aspects of your journey. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage patience and persistence. Isolation can make the journey harder than it needs to be. Share your struggles and victories with friends, mentors, or like-minded individuals who understand your goals. Their encouragement can provide the push you need to keep going, especially during tough times. A strong support system reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Number 4, build mental toughness. Rebuilding yourself requires mental toughness. Without it, life's challenges will overwhelm you, and setbacks will feel insurmountable. Mental toughness is the ability to stay focused, resilient, and determined in the face of adversity. It's not something you're born with. It's something you develop through consistent effort and intentional actions. Today, we'll explore how to build the mental strength you need to achieve your goals and overcome anything that comes your way. First, let's talk about controlling your emotions. Life is full of situations that can trigger frustration, anger, or fear. Mental toughness begins with learning to manage these emotions. It doesn't mean ignoring how you feel, but understanding that your emotions don't have to control your actions. When you're in a stressful situation, take a moment to breathe deeply and regain your composure. This simple practice helps you approach challenges with a clear mind instead of reacting impulsively. Emotional control gives you the power to make rational decisions, even in difficult moments. Next, focus on adopting a growth mindset. Mental toughness thrives on the belief that you can learn and improve from every experience. Instead of seeing failure as a sign of weakness, view it as an opportunity to grow. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I do better next time? This mindset shifts your focus from the problem to the solution, keeping you motivated to keep pushing forward. People with mental toughness don't dwell on what went wrong. They focus on what they can do to make things right. Another critical component of mental toughness is embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens when you're comfortable. Whether it's waking up early to work out, learning a challenging skill, or having difficult conversations, stepping out of your comfort zone builds resilience. Each time you push through discomfort, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Over time, this creates an inner strength that helps you face larger challenges with confidence. Building mental toughness also means developing self-discipline. Discipline is the backbone of consistency, and consistency is what drives long-term success. Set clear boundaries for yourself and stick to them. If you've committed to waking up at 6 a.m., don't hit the snooze button. If you've planned to work on a project for 2 hours, don't let distractions pull you away. Discipline trains your mind to stay focused on your goals, no matter how tempting it is to give in to short-term comfort. Let's talk about managing setbacks. Everyone faces difficulties, but mentally tough individuals don't let setbacks define them. When life knocks you down, get back up. This isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about finding the strength to keep moving forward, even when the odds seem against you. Remind yourself that setbacks are temporary and that perseverance will carry you through. Each time you rise after a fall, you build the resilience to handle future challenges. Another aspect of mental toughness is controlling your environment. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to grow. Negative influences drain your energy and weaken your resolve. Choose relationships that push you to be better, not ones that make excuses for mediocrity. If your environment isn't conducive to growth, take steps to change it. Whether that means finding a new social circle or creating a workspace free from distractions, your surroundings play a huge role in shaping your mental state. Positive self-talk is another powerful tool for building mental toughness. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, you'll believe it. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations that reinforce your strength and capability. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I'll figure out how to do this. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring reality. It's about shifting your focus to your potential instead of your limitations. Developing mental toughness also requires staying focused on long-term goals. Short-term distractions and setbacks can make it tempting to quit. But mentally tough individuals keep their eyes on the bigger picture. Remind yourself why you started and what you're working toward. Visualize your success and let that vision fuel your determination. This focus keeps you grounded and motivated, even when the journey feels overwhelming. Let's address handling criticism. Not everyone will understand or support your journey. Some people will doubt you, criticize you, or try to bring you down. Mental toughness means not letting others' opinions dictate your self-worth. Take constructive feedback, but ignore negativity that isn't helpful. Remember, your value doesn't depend on external validation. Trust yourself and stay true to your goals, even when others don't believe in you. Practice gratitude and self-reflection. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you have. It helps you appreciate your progress and motivates you to keep going. Self-reflection allows you to assess your strengths and areas for improvement honestly. Take time to reflect on your journey, celebrate your wins, and identify what you can do better. These practices keep you grounded and focused on continuous growth. Mental toughness isn't built in a day, but with consistent effort, you can develop the strength to face any challenge. It's about controlling your emotions, embracing discomfort, staying disciplined, and focusing on growth. Each step you take in building mental toughness brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Stay committed to the process, and you'll discover a level of resilience and strength you never thought possible. Number 5, invest in personal growth. Investing in personal growth is one of the most important decisions you can make. Your growth determines the quality of your life, the opportunities you attract, and the goals you achieve. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Today, let's break down how you can prioritize your personal development and make meaningful progress every single day. First, let's start with education. Investing in personal growth begins with expanding your knowledge. Commit to being a lifelong learner. Read books, take online courses, attend workshops, and listen to podcasts. But don't just absorb information, apply it. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. If you read a book on communication, use what you've learned in your next conversation. If you watch a video on financial management, implement those strategies in your budgeting. Learning becomes transformative only when it changes how you think and act. Personal growth also requires you to step outside your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself. Try new experiences, take on tasks you've never done before, and embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Whether it's speaking in front of a group, starting a new hobby, or taking on a leadership role, every new challenge builds your confidence and skills. Fear of failure holds too many people back, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. Be willing to take that first step, no matter how uncertain it feels. Another vital component is setting aside time for reflection. Growth isn't just about doing, it's also about understanding. Regularly evaluate where you are and where you want to go. Ask yourself, what's working? What's holding me back? What do I need to change? Write these reflections down. Journaling helps clarify your thoughts and track your progress. When you reflect, you gain valuable insights that guide your next steps. Let's talk about habits. Your daily habits shape your long-term growth. Invest time in building habits that serve your goals. For instance, if you want to improve your physical health, make exercise and balanced eating part of your routine. If your goal is professional development, set aside time each day to improve your skills. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to significant results. The key is consistency. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about committing to small, meaningful improvements every day. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Your environment plays a critical role in your personal development. Spend time with those who challenge you to think bigger and push you to do better. Seek mentors who can share their experiences and guide you. Avoid people who constantly complain or discourage ambition. Growth is contagious, so choose your circle wisely. The right people will elevate you, while the wrong ones will hold you back. Your mindset is another cornerstone of personal growth. Adopt a growth-oriented mindset that focuses on possibilities rather than limitations. When you face challenges, don't think, I can't do this. Instead, think, how can I overcome this? When you make mistakes, don't see them as failures, but as opportunities to learn. A growth mindset keeps you open to new ideas and ready to adapt to change. It allows you to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Let's not forget the importance of health and personal growth. You can't grow effectively if you're neglecting your body. Invest in your physical and mental well-being. Exercise regularly, eat nourishing food, and prioritize quality sleep. Pay attention to your mental health by managing stress and practicing mindfulness. Your energy, focus, and resilience depend on how well you care for yourself. Personal growth starts with a strong foundation, and that foundation is your health. Another way to invest in personal growth is by developing emotional intelligence. Learn to understand and manage your emotions and practice empathy toward others. Emotional intelligence improves your relationships, decision-making, and ability to handle stress. It helps you stay calm under pressure and connect meaningfully with people around you. Read books or take courses on emotional intelligence to strengthen this skill, and use what you learn in your daily interactions. Set ambitious but realistic goals for yourself. Personal growth thrives on having a vision. Know where you want to go and what you want to achieve. Your goals should stretch you but remain achievable. Break them down into smaller milestones to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Each milestone you reach builds your confidence and motivates you to keep moving forward. Celebrate your progress, but stay focused on the bigger picture. Take responsibility for your growth. No one else can do it for you. Don't wait for the right time or the perfect opportunity. It doesn't exist. Start now. Take ownership of your choices and actions. If something isn't working, change it. If you need help, ask for it. If you face setbacks, use them as learning experiences. Personal growth isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. Every decision you make is a chance to grow closer to the person you want to become. Investing in personal growth means dedicating yourself to becoming better every day. It's about learning, reflecting, challenging yourself, and taking consistent action. It requires discipline, courage, and a willingness to embrace change. But the rewards are worth it. You'll gain confidence, clarity, and a sense of purpose. You'll build a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Remember, the only limit to your growth is the one you place on yourself. So remove those limits and start building the future you deserve.
Click here for part 2.